Queen of Hearts. I swear that these didn't used to be white. So we're not talking about the tyrant queen. We're talking about the Greek lover, queen. I would summarize the Queen of Hearts with 3 words: gentleness, compassion, and bravery. Brave heart. Ooh ha ha. When I heard that word, I always used to think it meant it's for like a man that's a warrior and he's buff. Truly what it is bravery. If I think about the word brave, I'm not sure where it comes from, but when I think of the word brave, it sounds almost like you're being stripped away. You're raw and vulnerable. It feels fearless, and if your heart is brave, then what that means is that the heart is fearless. The heart is brave in the face of anger, sadness, and fear. The heart is brave in the face of lower vibrations. And it's not brave in the way of it fights them, but rather it accepts them and holds them and loves them as they are with compassion. And that's brave, because a brave heart is going to replace judgment with compassion. That judgment is armor. When there's no armor, nothing blocking it, and the heart is open to receive and to give, release. I was talking with ChatGPT. I was told to replace giving with releasing. And I really like that, because when we're giving, it almost feels like we're in that place of earning energy. And when we're releasing, it's natural, it's flowing. It's just, it happens the way a flower naturally blossoms under the sun. It releases its scent to the bees and its nectar. It just happens. And so when we're queens of hearts, then it's like that releasing. And we can't do it when we are not brave. When we're afraid, our hearts are closed. When we feel safe, our hearts are open. But sometimes our environments and our experiences are not conducive of safe feelings. So that's why our hearts must be strong and brave no matter what we come across. And this life experience is teaching us that. It's so beautiful. We get to learn how to remain brave-hearted under any circumstance. And I say it's beautiful, and it doesn't always feel beautiful at the time. But if we can remember while it's happening, or closer and closer, more and more, then the more and more brave we'll get, the more trusting we'll get, because we're still here. I'm still here. You're still here watching this video. So there is some level of trust that must be in the back of our hearts. If we don't feel it fully right now, dig and look for it, because look, we're still here. Doesn't that make you trust even just a little bit? that we're breathing right now, that you're listening to my voice, that you can feel the surface that's beneath you. And breathe. That tells us something. And when it comes to compassion, we look at how we have our own experiences and perspectives, and it's so much easier to notice the things in other people that annoy us rather than seeing how that's a reflection of what we're annoyed at within ourselves. Well, when it comes to compassion, I would say that to be a Queen of Hearts, with that in mind, don't try to have compassion for other people, maybe at first. This might sound backwards, but what I think is that we should first look within, and that the outside will naturally be reflected and mirrored back to us on how we feel about ourselves within. And so with that, I think it's so important to feel compassion for ourselves and not be so judgmental with ourselves. I made a video on treating our emotions like babies, if you want to check it out. It's titled that. And yeah, I think that when we're compassionate with ourselves and our experiences and our emotions, we hold compassion for them and love, then naturally we're just going to become more compassionate queens to all of the people that we encounter. We're going to be spreading love. And then there's gentleness. Gentleness is slowing down enough to connect, truly connect with the present moment, to our senses, our breath, and what's before us, to our passions, to all of the sacred things that make up this physical reality, as well as the frequencies, the seen and the unseen, the things that are physical and non-physical. When we can become gentle, we slow down enough to observe and connect on a deeper level. When we can look at life as a constant conversation with God, then when things happen, instead of unease, dread, unsafety, anxiety, fear, anger, and sadness, they might still kind of be there, but ultimately there's this underlying trust of, I'm talking to God right now, and God can talk to us in many different ways. It could look like somebody sending you money, and having an open heart would be accepting that and accepting it as a gift from God, because we are all, it could look like my friend betrayed me and they gossiped behind my back. I overheard it, or I found out. That too is conversation. It's something that we can look at with an open heart, an open mind, and try to understand, what's it trying to tell me? What's this reflecting back within myself? What parts of myself have I been betraying? abandoning, judging behind my own back. If I just get in a fight or receive some bad news, if we replace control with curiosity, we will be more like a queen of hearts in her kingdom, learning and conversing with God and being open to change. The only thing that's constant is change. So we don't know how it's going to look, but at least we can choose to stay open. We don't have to close our hearts when bad things happen to us. I understand, and I myself do it. I've done it. I do it all the time. Close my heart. I've closed my heart so much. And when we learn to remain open, or open again faster and faster after each quote unquote bad thing happens, we're like, hey, this happened, but I'm quick to going back into my state of trust and openness. I'm not going to remain in this closed-hearted space. I'm going to come back to opening as soon as I can, closer to the point that it's while it's happening, keeping that open heart, that will allow us to keep an open mind, which with an open mind will be open to receiving solutions from God, in that communication with God. And when we remain open, ideas that we wouldn't have maybe thought of before will be able to be received, and an open heart just feels better. It's a higher vibe. So when we're at a higher frequency, we're in resonance with a field that attracts like solutions of that frequency, versus when we're lower, we will be receptive to lower frequency ideas, thoughts. And so by keeping this open heart mind, we can spiral upwards instead of downwards. We can blossom outwards, and with this can be led into new experiences and ideas, opportunities that maybe wouldn't have occurred if our hearts have closed. So that's why I think it's so important that even if it's, and I'm not talking about super dire things here, but let's practice with light problems for now. And we'll practice with problems that are kind of lighter, keeping that open heart, staying in that vibration of love. This will allow things to unfold in a way that's out of curiosity rather than control. And when that happens, it's just so much more beautiful. It feels better. I mean, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. I'm sending you love. I hope that this video was helpful on how to be a queen of hearts. Thanks for coming, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye. This chair is so creaky.